Woo. Welcome back to Christina's Garage Gearhead in Training. Today I'm going to switch out the coil on my brother's 1968 Mustang Fastback. Jeff was saying that this is actually oil filled, so we are going to orient it up like this. He said not to mount it sideways due to the oil, and I guess it helps with cooling so it doesn't get too hot. And then it actually has plus and minus labeled on the top to make sure that we orient it correctly when we put it into the car. First thing I'm going to do is remove the coil wire and then just twist and wiggle. Do I put this somewhere special?
No, anywhere.
You said the black first, so make sure the key's not in there when you're doing this. I'm using 5/16. I don't have an 8, which is going to be on my list of things to get. And you just have to loosen it, right? Or do you take it all the way off?
Take it all the way off, yeah. It looks like they put ring terminals on it, so yeah, once you can move it by hand, just spin it off with your fingers.
I should probably get my grip mat so I don't lose it, huh? Alright, so I'm going to loosen that up. And then Jeff said as long as I don't touch these two together. Oh, there's a washer. Okay, and then take that off. Okay, so remove that. And then now I take the 10 to undo
move wires out of the way.
This one little bolt. It's just a weird angle. So you're saying like this big one here? Yeah, this is definitely a pain in the oh, so would that be if I used an actual ratchet? Okay, I'm gonna use a ratchet because I can't get in there with this. Well, will I be able to even fit this in there? It's not. This one's too big, I guess, huh? Quarter drive.
This bolt here?
Just do that one.
Probably a nut on the inside of the fender.
Oh.
And then just pull the whole thing off the car to get it easier access. I don't know if you can see it, but
I can see it in here.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do that. Or if it's easier, hit this side. It's a little bit smaller.
Well, if I use the, as you said, I don't know if I have a quarter drive. I feel like it's almost. It's moving now. So I'm going to hold this one and turn this one. All right, you said just loose.
Should be able to.
There we go. All right, so just lifting it up.
And then see how the plus and minus is?
Yeah. Ooh, my back does not.
New one in the exact same way.
Back does not like that. Okay, so just put it in directly just like that. I'm going to be loosening this one up. I have to go underneath the fender though. It's tucked under there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's right up in there.
It's bigger than 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's either 11 or 7/16.
Okay, let's try 11 instead. Aha! Alright, so orient it like this. Ooh, it definitely is much looser now, huh?
Open up some more, maybe. Because you can see it's all the way touching on both sides of that bolt.
Okay.
But if we need to open it some more, feel free.
How did you do that? You just,
like just pull it back out of there if you need to. And then you can adjust it.
Ooh.
Just loosen this.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's what you meant because it had maxed out on that.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, so because it didn't go all the way down, did it?
It was.
Oh, okay.
We got to tighten the clamp because that's part of the slide.
Okay.
Tighten them. This one here.
I used this. I just have to turn it the other way. Oh, what? Use it with the finger first. Oh, geez. A lot of bending you have to do. So leaning so I don't use my low back. Is that tight enough?
Does it twist and wiggle? No, feels pretty good. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Now we just hold it in place.
Give
And
me a
hold
lemon.
this side of it, and we're gonna go ahead and tighten that.
Okay.
All right, a little easy.
Yeah. Oh, the itty bitty one. That's what I was saying. Oh, so I just take these off because they have the new ones on there. Just make sure I don't lose these ones.
I mean, you still got the ones from the other coil.
True.
But yeah.
This one has a couple more washers.
Leave the big washer on the bottom.
There's 3. Or, no, there's... Oop.
So leave one of the big washers on the bottom. Yep.
And then this goes on top.
And then, yep.
But I want to do the other side first. Right? Because the plus goes first and...
yeah.
Right?
Sure. I mean, like I said, the key's off, so it really doesn't matter.
Well, if it was...
If it was on, you wouldn't want to be touching it.
Oh.
It's 50,000 volts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I mean, that side's technically 12 volts. What comes out of it is a little higher through the center port there. But
okay, so 1 washer on the bottom. And put this on the top. Then this one. Then this one. And then this.
and they don't need to be super tight. About the same tightness they were when you took them off.
Okay, it wasn't super tight.
It's because it's a very small stud there.
Like that?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't move. So when you check by grabbing the terminal and just wiggle side to side, and if it twists, then you go a little tighter.
Okay. So that is good then. Come on, Betsy. This one had a little bit harder time coming off too.
You may need to get a different size terminal because these coils are built at different. Has different components in them. Right? You can tell by the stud right there how the old one was rounded on the top.
Mm-hmm.
This one's kind of squared off. So they could be slightly different sizes, which is not cool. But
well, it fit the other one though.
Yeah, it's just working with old cars and parts like this, and just variations and everything.
Because it was kind of tight on the old one too. I don't know if it's just because of the ridges, the angle that I'm putting it on. I also don't want to like strip it, right?
It's not going to strip. The terminal's softer than the metal there, so we'll just widen the terminal.
I don't know if I'm just trying to force.
You may need to enlarge the hole. Looks like they already drilled them out. You can see the copper in there.
Oh.
So we may need to drill it bigger, or we may just need to get a different one.
Oh, no, you got it. And then it was the wash. Then, was it the lock? Lock washer or lock, what is it? Would you call it?
Washer.
Lock washer. So regular washer, lock washer, and then this nut. Because a bolt is the other one.
Well, they would consider that a stud.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you don't put a wrench on the other side of it.
Okay, so this is a stud. This on this side is a bolt.
That's a bolt, yeah.
Because it's not stationary.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so we had the negative, positive.
Yep.
And it doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere.
Okay. Coil wire.
Oh. What did you call it again?
The coil wire.
Coil wire.
Because it goes from the coil to the distributor.
Oh, okay. Is there a certain way it needs to go in?
Just straight down.
Just straight.
Twist and wiggle as you go down until it seats all the way. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Now we turn it on and see what happens.
Let me go get the keys. Oh, something else there, huh? Woo. Okay, so Jeff said that we're going to need to adjust the idle, so this is the number, and he said it equivalates to, find it. He's driving a screwdriver. So this here, so he's going to turn this to adjust the idle. Before it was sitting at 0% and the idle was much higher. Now it's at 18% at 7 something. The manual with startup, it says idle, and that's what we're setting with the little screwdriver. That you want it to be between 2 and 10%. He was able to adjust it, so now it kind of ranges between 4 and 7. Okay, after startup, once the vehicle has started, double check for any fuel or coolant leaks, let the vehicle warm up, and look at some other parameters to make sure everything is operating properly. And then I guess there's some things we need to do, and then we'll be able to do the first drive. And that's when it's what it says. Sniper is self-tuning. When you start driving, that's when the self-tuning starts kicking in. I'm so excited we were able to get it started. So it was obvious that the coil was part of the issue. We're going to do a little bit more fine tuning, move some wires around, because as we replace some things that were a little bit loose, when we actually take it out on a drive, we want to make sure that things don't shift where we don't want them to. The next time that you see this car, I think we're going to be going for a drive. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Subscribe if you want to follow along, and see you guys next time.